Welcome, thank you for downloading episode 148 of Suplex City Limits for February 10th, 2017. Pistol whipping bitches putting holes in motherfuckers. It's your boy, the King of Bong Style, Jim Fishes, and he's the original Canadian Destroyer, my co-host.
Without the flips, because I'm too fat to flip, I'm taller fudge. It's a Canadian story where you just do like a face rash.
Face rash?
Yeah, it's kind of my deal. I like making it look like you've sucked on some gnarly penis or cunnilingus.
No flips, just fisting.
Yeah, no flips, just fists in ass.
In your bumhole. Suplex City Limits available for listening where our fine podcasts are found. You can follow me on the show Twitter at Suplex City Limit. You can follow Tyler at The Federation. If you like the show, and why wouldn't you? You can support us by buying t-shirts at Pro Wrestling Tees. We got 4 designs available, sizes small to 5XL, shipping intergalactically, or you can just donate directly to our Patreon, as little as $1 a month, man. 25 cents a week.
Yeah, like you spend more on that on coffee.
Yeah, you couldn't even feed a starving kid in Africa for that.
No, exactly. But you can feed 2 fat fucks on SCL.
Yeah, for less than 25 cents per week, you can help 2 stoner podcast hosts buy more drugs
and eat more chips.
Exactly. You'll give you a shout out on the show, like our friends Casey, Wrestling Soup Podcast, the Mizcast, infamous Chris Savage, Ty of the Rice-A-Roni Jabroni, Ty Loney, Insane Ian Jackson, Jumpin' Jeremy Foltz, and Kick-Ass Keith Martin. This week on the Pod Smokin'est Wrestling Pod on the Internet, the podcasts of the Immorals. We're going to be recapping the entire week. We've got some, Raw, 205 Live. I, of course, watched Impact, so I'll tell you all about it.
I watched 205. I'm going to continue watching 205 Live. More on that later, though.
Yeah, more on that later. Let's go to some New Japan, and I don't know. We'll see what we get into. We got Jarrett's Hot Takes. We got Bitchin' with Burbs. So, we can't beat that. Top 3.
3.
Got that, too. So, let's start it off with the news.
This week in the news, surgeries, profitabilities, and Japanese gyms. Over to you, Jim. I didn't mean Japanese version of gyms. Gyms
and that's the first time I learned that you don't put shit down into your dick. I'm just vicious. This is the news. Holy shit.
What did you put in your dick?
Nothing worry about the ready to talk about the news. What is the big news this week? What do you got?
Well, I think to me, Mysterio says that he may return to the WWE. Meanwhile, challenges Liger for Strong Style Evolved in New Japan.
Yeah. It's awesome. It's way cooler, dude. Fuck WWE. Don't go there.
Well, to me, it's like, remember when we were talking about Jericho's next opponent, right?
Yeah.
One of my picks were Liger. Did we not talk about Ray and Liger at one point in time?
Ooh, I don't know if we did, but
I mean, I'm so stoked for this match. But one thing I'm not stoked about though is having to wait till the next day to watch it because I don't have Access TV.
Dude, that's a pile of shit, right?
Yeah.
That whole thing is a pile of shit. We subs to that shit. We should get it. Also, this means that it's going to be Access's shitty production, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be Jim Ross and Josh Barnett.
They ruined it, dude. Last year they ruined the commentary, and they ruined the production because it was Access's film crew. And they don't know shit about filming pro wrestling. It's fucking...
Yeah, that's disappointing. But it's going to be a good show nonetheless. We're going to.
How can you not have it on there for subscribers?
I know. To me, it makes no sense. To me, it makes no sense. I agree. I can understand the CMLL shows being restricted because they're literally CMLL shows with New Japan talent on them, and you can watch CMLL for free on YouTube. But when it comes to something that it's Access TV, not everybody has. It would be different if it was on a YouTube or if it was on, a Big Four, network, you know what I mean? But to be on Access TV, it makes no sense. It's like as if they, what if they put it on pay-per-view and say, hey, you guys that pay $10 a month, you're still paying your $10 a month, but you're going to have to not, you're going to have to pay more to watch this. It's like, what? Come on.
Yeah. Speaking of silly subscriptions service shit, Ring of Honor released information on the Honor Club this week.
Yes.
And I was like, maybe we'll sub, for the show here, and I looked into it, and it's bullshit.
There's one. Isn't it a one-time you pay a yearly fee?
You can pay $9.99 a month, and you get half off the pay-per-views.
Yeah.
I mean, you get all this other shit. I don't know what. I mean, I guess like house shows and shit, which is what they tried to test yesterday. And like those shows aren't really that great, man. Like, I don't know.
No, you're not going to get barn burner wrestling, and that's why you go to Ring of Honor. You go to Ring of Honor to get those matches that people are going to talk about. They're not going to. Yeah. The house show matches aren't going to garner the same response.
Yeah, you have the option to purchase an annual VIP membership for $120.
Yeah,
$119.99. So.
But that gives you all the pay-per-views for free.
Yeah, but you have to pay at once.
Yeah.
You have to pay right away.
Yeah, that's bullshit. I don't like that either. But you do get a lot off of you're instead of paying $40, $50, you're paying $120 for all 5 or 6 pay-per-views. I don't think they don't do a monthly one, so.
Someone from Ring of Honor is listening. We will take a free subscription. Talk about your shows then.
Yeah, we will. I'll talk about it all, buddy. I'll go back to reviewing Ring of Honor on the Federation if you give us a free subscription.
So yeah, there's that, which I won't be signing up for.
No. Triple H takes over 205 Live.
Yeah. I guess last week, which I didn't watch last week, but this week I didn't know that until afterward. But the matches were interesting enough that I was like, you know what? I'll go in for Dorado, Kalisto, and then Strong and Tommy. And really good show, actually.
It was. Yeah, no, we might as well just jaunt through 205 Live now, I guess.
While we're here. Well, yeah, I guess you're right.
It's literally two matches.
Only 2 matches.
Yeah. The Kalisto and Lindsay Dorado match. What was that move called when they did the backwards springboard into the backwards Hurricane Rana that they fucked up? But
I don't know. I mean,
kudos
it's
to
like a springboard reverse Rana.
Yeah. So kudos from trying that, because if they hit that move, it would have been like holy freaking shit. But just the fact that they almost hit it was still pretty cool.
It still looked cool.
Yeah, it did. It did. I mean, you can still provide that. Lindsay Dorado could have broken his neck on Kalisto's back, so it could still you could still believe it hurts. So
I hope they try that again. But yeah, Vic Joseph, when at the beginning of the match said we're in for some good lucha things, and I fucking popped for that. I don't like that guy really, but that was pretty good.
He's very I don't know, straight laced. There's nothing to him.
But yeah, I mean, just the shit they make these guys do, like, make sure you look at the sign, the WrestleMania sign, like 42 times throughout the match. Ugh, come on, dude, we get it.
But they played a good job at putting good guy against good guy. Especially guys that are in a tag team together, right? Lucha House Party.
What?
That's the name of Grand Metalik, Kalisto, and Lindsay Dorado Lucha House Party. I know, right? It sounds like Kid and Play is going to come out and play their music.
I thought to me here it was like perfect opportunity to do something with Dorado. Fuck Kalisto. We've done it. We've done the Kalisto thing. Like, let's just go a different direction now. And also Metalik, they had him lose to Alexander, which even the crowd was like, really?
Yeah, but the match itself was great. I watched that one last week. This is the second straight week that I watched 205 Live, and I'm proud of it. I'm happy. Kalisto goes over, and then we get they basically like a short version of Roderick Strong's debut clip from NXT.
What do you think the crowd watched during all of this? Because this went on forever.
I would imagine that's what
all
they
of
watched.
this shit.
I'm assuming that's exactly what it was.
You think they watched after you've been in that building for like fucking 3 hours already, they go through like a 15-minute just segment of nothing.
Dude, I've went to a Raw before, and during the commercial breaks, you're just watching stupid videos on the Titantron.
Yeah.
Right, and then if something's going on backstage, you're watching it on the Titantron. Right, so I'm sure they were just watching this video.
Because there's a lot of shit here. It was like an abbreviated version of the Roderick Strong thing. It was Alexander and Ali had a segment. Then TJP in a fucking leather biker jacket was reading tweets, which was very like, what the fuck?
Pretty what's the word I'm looking for?
Gay. Yeah, dude. Mark Andrews had a video for him. They announced him and Tozawa next week. That's a guy. Why don't they do something with him on 205
Mark
Live?
Andrews or Tozawa?
Yeah.
That's where he's meant. That's where he's meant to be. He's literally British white. Well, actually, he's WWE's Will Ospreay, just without many of the flips, and very very boy bandish punk rock guy with his weird music. But
yeah, I mean, I don't like any of that shit about him, but he's really good in the ring, and they don't have. I mean, I guess aside from Gallagher, they don't have anyone else down there who's who's doing anything. They have any other British guys? I can't think of any offhand. Oh, Bates, I guess.
They did have Neville. Yeah, but you can't. Yeah, Bate. Yeah. I thought you meant Trent Seven, so you can't put Trent Seven in a fucking 205 Live.
Like 275 Live.
205 just in my gut live.
God, the Tozawa had a fucking selfie promo.
Dude, I love
selfie promo. A new thing here, huh?
It is, but Tozawa's selfie promos are amazing because he's Vince McMahon, right? So, he literally does the Vince McMahon walk and everything. It's fucking great. And he holds it so high to make himself look so tiny, and he's just doing it.
And like it makes no real sense at all.
No, he's just Tozawa is just an Asian guy that likes to pretend he's Vince McMahon. I guess that's all I've gathered.
There's a lot of talk about these selfie promos. A lot of people don't like it, and for me, I think scaling back the production on this show in any sort of way on all these shows is a good thing, and just give them a general idea of what they're supposed to do, give them a little bit, and see if they can't get over, Yeah. I mean, there's a chance that's giving you a platform to get over.
Well, look at Tozawa when he came. Tozawa with his screams. Even the crowd was getting behind him, then all of a sudden they just stopped showing him on TV.
Yeah, he got like a yell over. I mean, that's...
Yeah.
You got a yell over on 205 Live. I mean, that's
more than what a lot of people did. That's more than what TJP did. It's definitely more than what fucking Tony Nese has done.
The TGP has a good song. That's about it.
That is about it. But the fact that he still uses that song and that Tron as a heel boggles my mind.
Why couldn't they give him like a
Bowser one?
NES music. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. Give him like a Bowser kind of song. It'd be fucking great. Yeah.
But no.
Oh, God. With like flames coming down the thing, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, and he's dodging them.
He's dodging them. We had this other segment of Merit, which was Drake Maverick.
Yes.
Spud, 5-star podcast. Gulak and Nese, and kind of this. I don't know what I'm trying to say. This was interesting because it was a kind of a change of pace on this show. It was a very like line in the sand, like we're not going to do this goofy dumb shit anymore. Yeah. It's going to be about wrestling.
Yeah, I thought that was well done. It was very, very well put. A great way to go forward and to be like, hey, sorry about that shit. Here's what you want.
Yeah, right. Because Nese, he's like, oh, you're one of the best athletes here. You're always fucking around. You're counting your abs and fucking jerking yourself off.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And then Gulak with his PowerPoints and the comedy and shit. So, could be cool. But also, that's kind of like what got Gulak over. What else is going to get Gulak over?
Nothing.
If he can't be like a goofball, like what is... I don't know. So that's...
He just goes back as the claw guy.
If this does work out, I want to point out, who said the day or the week right after fucking Enzo got fired. What did I came on here? I pitched my idea to save 205 Live. And they're doing it.
Yeah,
they're basically redoing the CWC tournament for the belt.
They are letting these guys go out and, they're still pigeonholed a little bit to the WWE style, but it seems like their matches aren't so overproduced.
It seems like they're able to go out there like it wasn't two guys in masks doing a fucking WWE match. There was some lucha style shit there. I mean, it leaned lucha.
Yeah, of course. Like there was was it in Tommy and Roderick Strong where they took a couple nasty spills outside and everything, and but isn't it weird to watch a Tommy wrestle with that weird arm? It's got like a weird skin flap on it and everything. You can tell that he can't move that arm above his shoulder, like he can't hold his arm up straight up in the air.
You say that, but I don't know. I can't believe they'd allow somebody in the ring. If you got time, go back and watch when Roderick Strong locks him into that. I can't remember what it was, like a chin lock, but he has to put his arm behind Roderick Strong instead of lifting it over his shoulder. Roderick Strong literally moves out of the way so he can tuck it behind his back. Oh, all right.
Right?
That's crazy.
So I don't think he got the mobility that he used to have, and it's really hindering him.
Did you catch Strong calling him Kenta?
Yes.
Calling Kenta in this match?
Get up,
Come
Kenta.
on, Kenta.
Yeah, come on, Kenta. Come on, Hideo.
like, Japanese wrestling.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Strong has probably had a match with Kenta before.
I would imagine so. Yeah, that was a good match. 205 Live, not bad.
Yeah, no. It's going to get another vote of confidence for me next week, and we'll go from there.
Did you hear that that girl that Nia Jax took on Raw was 17 years old? Yes. The high school student?
Yes, and what was he? Trained by who?
Oh, I don't know.
I can't remember. I thought I heard like trained by somebody, but I can't remember. I don't want to go out on a limb and say that I know when I.
Trained by Michael Elgin.
Yes. I didn't want to say it before and be wrong, but I mean, Michael Elgin probably fucked her.
Yeah, probably. Allegedly.
Starting rumors.
Not even.
Starting rumors.
You're here first, folks.
Yeah.
I don't think you could even say shit like that. It's like against the rules.
It's against the rules.
But nonetheless, she was recently booked at a National Wrestling League in January. Literally, it's spelled wrestling. National Wrestling League.
Oh boy. That just screams, I'm not going to watch you.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't have a real problem with it. I mean, you can wrestle, Jeff Hardy did, and all these people. But the main thing that I think is funny is that she somehow got it past WWE.
Yeah. Somebody was not doing their job. I would imagine that person got fired.
Yeah. All right, what else we got?
Shelton Benjamin found a loaded gun in his rental car.
What? When did this? Yeah. I didn't even hear about this.
This happened like 2 days ago. He tweeted it out. It was like, whoever rented him the car, he tweeted at them and saying, "You put my livelihood, my reputation, and my safety in jeopardy when you let me rent a car with a loaded gun behind the seat."
Oh, it wasn't his?
No. Like the cops didn't pull him over. The cops didn't pull him over. He literally just tweeted this out. There was no arrest. He found it, tweeted it out.
Oh, okay.
Right? Randy Orton replied with like, "Holy fuck." And now there's more uproar that Randy Orton swore on Twitter than Shelton Benjamin finding a gun in his car.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Can you imagine, though, if he got pulled over and they found that gun?
Oh, yeah, dude.
He'd be fucked. He would.
He's a black dude. He's especially fucked in America.
Yeah. And like, he's close to like Dr. Dre. Like Dr. Dre levels of black. So like people are afraid, right?
What does that even mean?
To me, Shelton Benjamin and Dr. Dre look exactly alike. That's my opinion.
Oh. The brothers.
Yeah. It seems like it.
Oh my god. They want to build a Crusher statue in South Milwaukee. I just think that's fucking awesome.
It'll be about 2.5 feet tall.
Why is that?
We talking about Connor the Crusher?
No, not that Crusher. Why do you build a statue of that?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Show everybody.
No, the Crusher, the fucking AWA wrestler.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
They're raising money to build a statue of him in Milwaukee because he's from South Milwaukee. So I just thought that was dope.
Yeah.
They did have a Crusher statue. Fucking Connor the Crusher.
Emma debuted for ROH, eh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she did.
I'm sure she'll be the first women's champion.
Why don't these companies ever realize that it's not a good look to just take, like, the last person that company fired and bring them in and make them your champion right away? That just looks fucking stupid.
That's what TNA did for years, and look where they...
They still do that shit.
Yeah.
Aries came in and fucking won it in the street clothes this week.
Well, I mean, Aries was an Impact champion before, though, so it kind of that one kind of doesn't count. He was Impact champion before he left. But like Christian going to TNA and winning the title, it's like, what? This is Christian, guys. This is Christian.
Yeah, backstage rumors that there is going to be the match that we've talked. There is going to be a Lesnar and Lashley match, dude.
Really?
The sounds of it. They're still planning it. I told it the second that it was that he's leaving there, I was like, oh, here it is. It's going to be Lashley and Lesnar.
Yeah, I mean, well,
they're just going to play. Sense. They're just going to play footage of them fucking fighting MMA against each other, in the fucking promo, and so they can jack off to it with their MMA fetish.
Yeah, with their Vince would be hard as a rock. Look at those traps. Oh.
Likes to see a couple of heavyweights throw fucking meat around.
And, it could be entertaining. I don't know, but I mean, neither one of those guys got charisma.
Yeah, I don't know.
Paul Heyman have a lot of work on his hands there. New Japan opened a dojo in LA as well. Hey, you hear about that?
Yeah,
that opens up in March.
It's getting interesting now.
Yep, they're going to be starting to train guys there. I wonder who they'd have over their training. Rocky Romero, probably. They'll give him a little bit of a spot in his home country, at least. Wouldn't have to travel as much.
I swore yes, I do have a list. Speaking of dojos and tryouts and things.
Oh, yeah.
NXT listed they have a full listing of the people that are there. 37 people showed up to the Performance Center for a 3-day tryout. Not really that many people unless, I don't know. I don't know who a lot of these people are.
I heard a name, but it's the only name I heard, so I just assumed there was nobody there. Maria Manic or something like that.
Oh,
and I'd never heard of her.
From Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. That's how I know that dude from there. He's there.
Okay.
He's pretty good, too.
Who?
I think he's a small guy, though. Bateman? Yeah.
Be Derek Bateman's brother.
Nah, he's kind of like a old-timey sort of English character, I think, is what he's supposed to be. Like a Jack the Ripper sort of deal.
Okay. Fair enough. I can see that. It sounds interesting enough.
Yeah. But there's some people, too. There's like a former bobsledder. Again with the bobsledders, man.
What's... Are they just going with a... Oh, man, just imagine how he can enter the ring if he could run and enter a bobsled.
Yeah.
So, I don't care.
There's some people, too, like 6'4", 355-pound strongman David Veyru. Played football, has 6 years of amateur wrestling experience. I mean, there's just some giant fucking people.
Yeah, well, at least he's got amateur wrestling experience.
Yeah. Juan the Kraken Adams, 6'5", 283, MMA fighter, collegiate wrestler. So,
yeah. At least they're not getting basketball players anymore. Or
there's also Miss Saskatchewan, Amanda Ruller.
Miss Saskatchewan.
Yeah, she was 2014 Miss Saskatchewan.
I gotta look this up.
She played running back in the Legends Football League for the Los Angeles Temptation.
I don't know what that is.
Like that. It's like a women's fucking football thing for a while.
Fair enough. I don't really see much. Miss Saskatchewan.
She is the in-stadium game day host for Canadian Football League Saskatchewan Roughriders.
Fair enough. I can't find a picture of this lady anywhere.
Yeah. How about this guy's a magician and wrestler. 27-year-old magician and wrestler Evan Cloyd, better known by his ring name as Jarek 120.
Jarek 120. Why does that sound
trained
so
by
familiar?
Brian Kendrick. He's wrestled for Evolve, Beyond Wrestling, Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, Combat Zone, etc.
I mean, at least that's an actual wrestler. If he's been trained by Brian Kendrick and working Evolve. You almost got to think that somehow he's going to be at least not complete shit when he gets there, because, I mean, he's Evolve, right?
Yeah. Power lifter and fitness model Aline Elkin from Israel. She's a 4-time Miss Bikini Israel as well.
Fair enough. There's the cultural stuff.
This seems like Rob Risen. Oh, yeah, I remember that guy. He's been on NXT like here and there, taking on guys. But, yeah, just a lot of fucking big guys and shit. This wasn't very many... Didn't seem like a lot of guys who were like big indie guys or anything like that. It's a lot of like raw, giant people and, you know, good-looking chicks and shit who have no experience, so...
See, and what I attribute to that is the success of Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
You know, so like they figured out that okay, they'll take a big guy if it's the right one. And it's like, no, we don't need all of them. Right? Like,
Dude, they have a bunch of giant guys. Like I said, some of those ones I mentioned here, they've got a 6'3", 285 guy, a 6'5", 275. Giant fucking guys, man. Yeah. 6'5", 275?
That's a big
Jesus
boy.
Christ, man.
Yeah, that's a big boy. He can fuck some shit up.
Yeah, there's a dude who's a bodybuilder. That's the 6'5", 275 bodybuilder from Colorado who also played college football.
God damn. What a fucking guy.
So there you go. That's pretty much all I got for news. You got anything else?
Let's see. Is there anything else to be said about Booker T and Corey Graves?
Fuck. I don't know.
In my opinion, it's a work.
I never cared to begin with. Graves is supposed to come on his radio show this weekend.
Exactly. That's stupid. Really? Why? Because it's a work.
Or next week. Or whatever the fuck. It's just dumb.
WWE made over $800 million in profit. Fucking people. Jason Jordan got neck surgery. New trainer at the Performance Center, Serena Deeb. Lawler stated that Lita was on a no-bump list prior to the Rumble. Angle was then shocked to see her enter the Royal Rumble because of said no-bump list. And Rousey is reportedly being used to elevate Stephanie McMahon to make her a more popular figure in mainstream pop culture. Jim, I got one thing to state about that last segment, okay? There's a reason why I saved that for last. If they do this, I'm not watching Raw. I will leave it up to you. Or I just won't watch that segment. That's
my God.
Fucking stupid. To me, when is it... They already make McMahon's bigger than everybody else. When do they need to stop getting bigger? You know? When it's just... I don't really want to watch a show that's centered more around Stephanie McMahon.
Oh, yeah, what a fucking cunt, huh?
Yeah. I really hope like a mistimed train comes by at some point in time and just takes her out.
Oh, that's fucking awful, dude. Really, honestly.
But what I said?
No, not that. No, I have no problem with that. It's awful that she's gonna be on the show more. I didn't. I knew exactly right away when she came out. She goes down and does the handshake thing, and I'm like, this is all the butt stuff.
Yeah. It's
gonna suck too because she can't wrestle, and I'm sure Rousey can't wrestle, and Rousey can't talk either. So.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't wait. I can't fucking wait for her to fall flat on her face the first episode of Raw where she shows up and tries to cut one of their bullshit promos. It is going to be a fucking... it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting, that's for sure. Steph has not wrestled since, like 2001 maybe?
So what, she's going to be like the...
Actually, she had a match in 2003 against her father.
Oh, she had a match after that against one of the Bellas.
Oh, yeah, Bree, wouldn't it?
I don't know, one of them. Fuck, I don't give a shit which. Probably against Nikki.
No, well, like,
and
Bree was the one that was feuding with Steph.
Okay, and then what, is Nikki with her at that time? She was like aligned with Steph or some shit? Who cares? It's fucking
It's
awful.
the Bellas.
Fucking sucks. Is it going to be like face Stephanie McMahon or is it going to be heel Stephanie McMahon?
Oh, of course. We'll see. How do you make her a bigger person in pop culture if she's going to be a heel? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's going to be a face Stephanie McMahon.
How do they fucking... Oh, Ronda Rousey gets in between her and Triple H's marriage.
Nah, they won't do that. They'll just have like
that's
that
true.
fucking...
That's true. That makes
Ronda Rousey fucks her up or something. And then she'll come back and beat Rousey in a match.
Shayna Baszler helps her fuck her up.
Ugh. Oh my god. Let's move on before I fucking hang myself.
Oh.
That's insensitive. For fuck's sake, man. Let's do the top 3.
Suplex City. The limits. Top 3.
Suplex City Limits top 3 out of top 3 matches of the week. You can take us through it or what, sir?
I can take us through it, sure. So the first one I'll state we've already talked about, and it is Hideo Itami and Roderick Strong from WWE 205 Live this week. I don't know, what was the episode number, Jim? Do you?
I don't know. I actually don't have it.
Week 2 of the new Cruiserweight tournament, so figure it out.
Also, too, have you watched like two guys do that much in front of a crowd and get no reaction at all? It's like this amazing match, and it takes place in front of a silent crowd. It's so weird.
Yeah. I mean, it's something that like this show needs to be on or taped earlier.
Tape it before SmackDown Live starts and air it after SmackDown Live ends.
Exactly. So,
because at least then the people are going to show up. They'll still be kind of hot. You know, they're ready to go. They're ready to see the show. It makes sense, dude.
Exactly. It would really help a lot for the crowd, and I think the crowd would help a lot for the people at home to get into it because
absolutely, that's a big part of it.
Yeah, exactly. When you got a fiery crowd, it makes you pay more attention to it because it's like, you know, these guys are really excited. It's making me really excited. So it just helps the overall product. But I mean, I don't think that Triple H has saying that, so I don't think that'll be changing anytime soon.
Yeah.
But then we move over to New Beginnings in Osaka, which was a New Japan show that aired last night. I didn't get to see the whole card, so this is basically what we're going to do. The next one on the top 3 would be Hiromu Takahashi taking on Will Ospreay for the New Japan IWGP Junior Heavyweight title. Great match. You know, it's of course you had all the Ospreay stuff that, you know, I don't like, that Jarrett doesn't like. I don't know if you're so high on it, but
like what? Like his like what?
Just all the unnecessary stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like it's how does a shooting star press hurt this guy that's is suspended on a rope more than a knee to the head? Right? Tommy on 205 Live did the exact same move with a knee to the head, and it looks so much more vicious than somebody hitting a shooting star press onto his back. You know what I mean? It's just
yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
don't know. I like that shit anyway.
I do
Actually,
too.
who did I see selling that? Somebody was selling. Was it maybe on Raw? Graves? I don't know. Somebody with a commentary was. Well, actually pulled the point of like, oh, by doing a fucking this is just like a running shooting star press. Like,
yes.
Oh, you know, when your body torques over and he's revoluted, it's like way more impact. Like, it's not, but that's a really good job of commentary. You know?
Yeah, I agree.
Same with the 450. It's like, oh, you slam down way faster. That's why you do it. You know?
Yeah.
But they don't really. You know, a lot of times commentary doesn't get into such logic.
No. But Will Ospreay ends up winning. He retains the junior heavyweight title. And then the next match on our top three will be Okada and Sonata for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. This match made Sonata look like $1 million. They made Sonata really come out looking like a star, because the way that they built the match was that Sonata was getting the upper hand on Okada, and he put him in a dragon sleeper multiple times, and it almost Okada would start to fade and he'd pass out and then he'd come back again, to the point where he said, you know what, fuck it, he's not giving up, I'm going to go up for a moonsault. Hits a moonsault, but then he tweaks his knee on the landing so he can't get a full cover, so it's just an arm as he's holding his leg, and so Okada is able to kick out because he doesn't have the leg hooked. And so it's basically, you know, if Sonata could have hooked the leg, he would have had the match won, but he hurt himself doing it. And so then Okada comes back and gets the win with the Rainmaker. But they really made Sonata just look like $1 million.
Also makes it look like if if things would have went just a little bit differently, he could have won.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You believe
that a story? Telling a fucking story during a match? Get it out of here.
I know, right?
You get the fuck out of here with your fancy Japan wrestling.
Like people don't. Like, it's weird. Like the people that bitch at this is just you can't. You're just dumb. Like you can't. To me, if somebody can't get into Japanese wrestling and are big wrestling fans, your brain just can't capitalize on the story. You're not putting it together. You're just not meant to. So you just need to be chicken fed with block letters and shit on WWE television. And that's all on you. That's all because of your stupidity making us all feel bad.
Fucking go.
Fuck them all, Jim. Fuck them all.
Got hot about it.
I'm not here to make friends. I'm
here to fucking inform people.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
I'm here to make you smarter, son of a bitch.
That was the top three.
It was.
For the week. Did we play the song?
Yeah, of course we did.
I'm really fucking out of it today, man. Yeah.
This just in, guys. Jim is high as giraffe pussy.
Because we don't get high. We stay high. You know it, eh? Well, what the fuck? What's next?
I guess we go into Raw. Or
right.
no, or do you want to go into Raw, or do you want to hear from somebody?
We could do. I'm gonna do Jared or something.
Let's go to some hot takes.
Jared's hot takes.
Jared's hot takes.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Suplex City Limits proudly brings to you Jared's Hot Takes. I got three of the hottest takes going today. Hot. We talking like SI, Sports Illustrated, Swimsuit Edition hot takes. Hot take number one. This ain't wrestling related. It's Winter Olympics related. Does anybody actually give a flying fuck about the Winter Olympics? I don't give a shit. There is not one fucking sport I am going to watch.
Hockey.
At this year's Winter Olympics, I will not be tuning in to see ice dancing. I won't be tuning in to see any of that shit. I need my sports predetermined, just like the Super Bowl was, just like football is. Hot take number two. 205 Live this week was fire. I know you ain't watching. There's like 11 of us watching. But my God, that match between Tommy and Roderick Strong was one of the best free shows. I guess that technically it ain't free. 205 Live ain't free. I'm wrong. I apologize. I made a little bit of a mistake, just like last week with the Silver Dome. I made a mistake. It's not free. You guys see on the WWE Network. But it's the best wrestling match on weekly television I've seen in a long time. Tune in. Watch that 205 Live shit. It's getting red hot. They're not focusing on characters anymore. They're focusing on wrestling, just like it should have always been. Rumor is, that's thanks to the 3 H's himself. By the way, this week, Jared's Hot Takes. Brought to you by the poop emoji. The poop emoji called me up. They say, Jared, can you plug me? I'm not getting used anymore. I'm not getting used like I used to. I said, poop emoji, I got you back. So next time you text your friend, your wife, your girlfriend, your side bitch, you use the poop emoji. I don't care what it's about. I don't care if you're not actually pooping. You use it. He said, he ain't getting used anymore. Use him. I feel bad. Poop emoji brought to you this week. The Jared's Hot Takes. Hot take number 3. Hot take number 3 is this. Shane McMahon, you do not need a fucking match at WrestleMania again. Because we are over you, Shane. Shane, we missed you. You were gone. You were like in the wilderness. You were the lost. What's that word? Was part of the lost son. We missed you. We called out for you. Now it's been like 3 years and we are just tired of your shit. We're tired. We're tired of all you just interjecting yourself in shitty matches. You haven't been good in your entire run back except that one match with AJ Styles. That's because AJ Styles dragged you to the finish line. Like that scene in American Dad when the bunny got ran over by the car and then the tortoise dragged him across the finish line. That is a reference none of you motherfuckers get because ain't one of you watched that episode. I am done. That was Jared's Hot Takes. There are 3 hot takes there. Winter Olympics suck. 205 Live is fire. Shane McMahon, go home. Again, this week's Jared's Hot Takes brought to you by the poop emoji. This whole fucking Jared's Hot Takes was not the poop emoji. It was the top of the week. Fuck that shit. You know you love it. Jared's Hot Takes.
Fuck that shit.
The ending of that is fucking great, man. Fuck you. You know you love it.
Going back to the poop
Jared's
emoji.
Hot Takes.
Going back to the poop emoji.
Yeah.
I bet he's not getting booked so much since losing that Enzo endorsement, right?
That's true.
I suppose Enzo can wear it on his jumpsuit.
Jared's Hot Takes, brought to you by my co-host of Pay-Per-View Take 2, Jared. We have a new episode up right now. WCW Capital Combat 90, The Return of RoboCop. I feel like it's one of our better episodes ever, so check that out. And you can follow Jared on Twitter at JaredPPVT2. Give him a follow. Show him some love. That was fucking rad.
It was.
Move on. I suppose we can bust through some Raw here, huh? Raw was from Des Moines, Iowa this week.
Yep.
And we had new graphics, new nameplates, all kinds of new shit, huh?
Yeah. I like when that shit happens. You know what I mean? I do. I like what would you call it? The matchup screen, I guess.
Yeah.
I really like how that's a lot sleeker, and they finally veered away from what they've been using since like 1998.
Yeah. Now, if we could only get, some different matches on the show, that would be something. Update the matches. Dude, they had like a Wyatt and Roman pre-tapes for this, but it went right into a match.
Yeah.
Right out the open.
Yeah, it was great. To me, those two, that's all you needed to set it up. You didn't need 2 of these guys to come out and cut promos in front of the crowd. That's not what we needed. We got this. Roman did like a 1980s Hulk Hogan promo. You know what I mean? Like, it's in front of the locker room and everything. I dug it. I thought the atmosphere was cool. Going back to those things I really like. I really hope they keep on doing that. And then we got a string of like 45 minutes of wrestling.
Well, too, and also I like that they did a better job of setting out what's going to take place on the show, which I've always thought was a dumb thing that they don't do. At the beginning of the show, tell us what's coming up.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to tell us everything, but like, what's the main event? What's going on? You know, so I actually was impressed by this stuff, but as we get into the matches, I mean, like Wyatt and Roman, it's pointless. The whole thing is pointless because you know where that's going. So.
You know who's going to win. Now, mind you, I didn't mind the match. I thought the match was decent. Bray Wyatt added some creativity to his moveset. There was one problem with it, though. It was during the commercial break. Did like a Sister Abigail onto the apron. It's like, why was that on the commercial break? Why did you have to show me a replay? Why? Come on.
Yeah. After the match, Hardy attacks, gives him a twist of fate. I guess we're kind of continuing that. How do you continue that after like he beat him decisively already? That's over. You know, I don't know how you keep that going.
But. I don't know either. It's grasping at straws, if you ask me.
Indeed. I mean, there's some nonsense with the backstage Jordan Rollins. I mean, that's pointless. But they are doing the words all over the screen thing still during promos.
Yeah, which one? That was during. What promo was that? Because it was only one of the promos, wasn't it?
Mixed match challenge ones.
Yeah. I mean, at least they minimalized it to how many they did. Oh, they did one for Hideo Itami too on SmackDown, maybe, or maybe that was on Raw, where they threw up the WrestleMania logo.
Balor and Anderson defeat the Revival. Dude, who did the Revival piss off?
I don't know, but you know, how stupid is it that a team that doesn't a not real tag team beat a real tag team? Right?
And not only that, like one of the best tag teams, period.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not in kayfabe, but like worker rate, yes.
Yeah.
But in WWE's eyes, no, definitely not.
Nonsense.
The match was decent. Carl Anderson looked good during that match.
Yeah. He's a little tension between Sasha and Bailey. Oh, what was that?
No, don't worry about it. No,
he did look good though.
He did, yeah. But to the Sasha and Bailey stuff, you can see that coming a mile away. They're just plugging away at this Sasha heel turn 6 months.
Oh God. Nice and Gulak taking on Ali and Alexander. Alexander pins Gulak for the win. Had Spud on the commentary, which was a good call, kind of pushing people towards 205 Live. Not that bad.
He doesn't really miss a beat, does he?
Nah, he's really good.
Yeah, I like it.
I love this next segment because it's like Angle and Bliss are like smiling and laughing and shit as it goes to commercial, and then it comes back and she's angry at him in the ring. Yeah,
that was weird. I did like Bliss's promo though.
Yeah,
I thought just to have the heel woman do the equality promo, I thought was brilliant.
Dude, but Angle comes out and he forgets the name of the pay-per-view. He legit forgets the name
of the match. Yeah, and then he calls Bailey the women's champion.
Yeah.
And then retracts.
Did he really? I didn't know that.
He said, and WWE and Raw Women's Champion, former Raw Women's Champion Bailey.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fucked up everything.
Yeah. So it's going to be Alexa Bailey, Mandy Rose, Mickie James, Sonya Deville, and Sasha Banks. Nia's not on the list. He says she's taking on Asuka. And if Nia Jax wins, it'll be a 3-way match at Mania.
It's so stupid.
And you notice? Did you notice Nia's new prefix name this week? Her new nickname?
No.
They've been calling her the Irresistible Force, dude.
Oh boy.
I would just want to say this: Isn't she a lot more immovable object than she is irresistible force?
Yeah, Hulk Hogan was the irresistible force. Andre the Giant was the immovable object.
I don't think you can call her the immovable object.
Yeah, I suppose that goes against the whole women's movement, hey?
That's pretty dumb, though, right? The irresistible force.
Yeah.
Like, really? You're gonna... That's such a Vince thing right there.
Just to recycle shit.
Yeah.
It's a nickname
we've been
they
making...
used for years.
Yeah.
There's already
Yeah,
T-shirts with that on it. I've got one.
We've been making fun of the fact that they haven't had Bliss defend the belt since October. They actually tell you that here. They actually bring it up and make all these mercs aware when they had no idea.
Dude.
These people didn't know that. And they told them.
And then they deflected it all on Angle. Because as soon as he mentions it, she says, "That's not my problem. I don't make the matches." And it's like, oh, just made Angle look like an idiot. Because Angle
More of an idiot.
booked her. Yeah, more of an idiot. Fuck
He
me,
sucks.
man.
I want him off this show, dude. I'd like, just get him out of here. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I loved you back in the day, moonsault off cages and shit, man. I love that, but god damn it, you're bad at this.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not.
From there we go to Roman Reigns telling you about the Black experience for Black History Month. There was Samoan tell you about the plight of African Americans in this country.
Yep.
Why Roman Reigns, dude? Like Apollo Crews can't even get a spot designed for a black dude. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, but see, this is the problem with Apollo Crews, though. Okay, can you have a guy talk about how people were so oppressed with a great big fucking smile? You can't. You can't do it. It's just no. You can't. That'll come off creepy.
And they made us sit in the back of the buses, and like they'd turn fire hoses on us, but they're smiling the whole time.
Yeah.
I was thinking, because isn't he actually from? Like he grew up in, didn't he live in Africa for a long time?
Maybe.
I think.
Maybe.
Or somewhere, because his father was like a politician, I want to say, in some other country.
Really?
I feel like that's the case. But no less. I just thought it was weird. It was Roman Reigns.
It is.
I thought Asuka and Bailey. Asuka defeated her. Bailey. That was a pretty good TV match for some women.
It was. They made Bailey
Not a bad match for a couple of broads, huh? You know?
Around this point in time, too, Graves makes a joke to Coachman that if he keeps that up, that he'll be demoted to talking on local radio in the afternoons.
Yeah. I heard that. That was really good.
I thought that was funny. And then, I'll get into it later. But the match was really good.
Pretty good. Yeah, I bet they shake hands afterward.
Yep. But I mean, it's good. At least they didn't, because you don't know what the WWE. You never know when they might just surprise. Oh, here's Asuka's loss. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh fuck! To Bailey, to this girl that we've killed completely dead.
Yeah.
Miz defeats Cruz, which I don't know, man. I was like, maybe you fucking pull the trigger here, man. Maybe just do something goofy. Have Cruz win somehow. Have Bo Dallas fuck Miz over accidentally or something. Like, I don't know. Just do something that I'm not expecting.
Yeah.
I was
agree.
begging for it at this point in the show. I was just begging for something that I didn't expect to happen. Because every match, everything was just blah, blah. You knew who was going to win everything anyway. It was just pointless to watch.
Yeah, it was. It really hindered the match. The matchup really hindered it, and
all of them.
Yeah. I agree.
Every match, you're like, oh, I wonder who's going to win this match. Fuck.
They did make Apollo Crews look decent, though, by having all these near falls.
I thought they did a really good job of making him look good.
Yeah.
I wish they'd just fucking do something with him. I mean, like, this Titus Worldwide thing, it's, like, not working. It's just dumb. It's never been good either.
No, and I don't think they even believe it's ever been good. But it's just like, it's like the Job Squad. We don't know what to do with you, so go be in the Job Squad. Go be in
I like the Job Squad.
I did too, but
I like the Job Squad more than I like Titus Worldwide.
The Job Squad wasn't to get him over,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, a faction with Al Snow, Hardcore Holly, Steve Blackman, Gilbert. Yeah, that's how you get him over, bud. Right? Like,
And I thought here too, because like Miz doesn't have to be in the Elimination Chamber, right?
no, he's the Intercontinental Champion. He can.
Why not just have that? That's what I would have went. I would have done that. I would have just fucking done it for the shits of it.
Yeah.
Just have Bo Dallas try to fuck over Cruz, but accidentally screw Miz. Miz loses. And you could have had him do something else at this pay-per-view.
Yeah. But
and what's the harm? There's no harm in it to him. I mean, you can beat Miz any day. It doesn't matter. You can beat Miz clean. It doesn't fucking matter. So, also, he just resigned. You hear that? He resigned for like 3 or 4 more years.
I think there was a couple top Raw stars that signed through, I think, 2022 or something like that, and he's one of them.
Good God.
Yeah.
I don't mind that, dude. This is over 2017 was the first year that I actually like relatively enjoyed the guy and actually started to respect the guy.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I want 4 more years of it.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of those guys that I assume is going to be into the WWE until the day he retires. He'll be, and he probably will be there in some kind of role after.
Yeah. From there, this backstage bullshit. I mean, it doesn't matter really. At the end of the day, it was Rollins and Reigns taking on the Bar.
Well, the only way that it mattered is they made Seth Rollins look like a fucking heel in his hometown. Right? Like,
Yeah, they totally did.
Yeah, like Dean got hurt. It's like, oh shit, man, Dean's hurt. Jordan needs neck surgery. And it's like, what the fuck do you mean to tell me you can't go? It's like,
yeah, the ending basically closes with, I wish I'd have been the one to hurt him.
Yeah, it's like, man.
Dude hurt himself, man.
Dude, they done this week, both of their baby faces bad. And over in SmackDown, they made AJ Styles look like a shithead, too.
Yeah. Well, they do that. I mean, they don't understand it, though, right? The McMahons and the people, they don't understand reality the same as the rest of us. Because that's how they react when people get hurt. They're pissed off about it.
Yeah.
Like, yo, fuck this guy. He fucking hurts himself. Like, you know.
when in real life, if you actually like a person, you're not going to get upset that they are hurt.
I mean, they're too dumb to even realize, like, remember when Rollins got injured at I guess the peak of his heelness. Nobody gave a shit about him, and the people who did hated him. And he got hurt, and they were too stupid to realize that you bring him back as a face because everyone's going to treat him as a face.
Yeah.
Now they brought him back as a heel for fucking a month before they finally decided, oh, yeah, we should change that.
And now he's nothing.
He's pretty much nothing.
Yeah.
I don't think he's like... he's had a lot of time at the main event. I don't have a problem with him. You know, if Ambrose would have stayed healthy, they'd have been great to just carry the tag belts for a while.
I'd say they bring Stevie Ray in and they make a tag team called Suburban Heat.
Suburban Heat?
Yeah. Because of his stupid fucking tights. Those flame tights, they gotta go, man.
Yeah.
They really do. They've got to go.
Stop biting on fucking Bam Bam's shit.
Yeah. Stop making Bam Bam shit look shitty.
Yeah, Jordan costs the match. They get DQ'd. So that's it. I mean, and then Angle tells Jordan to go home.
Yeah, go home till you're back.
That's your write-off? Dude, your write-off is, yeah, well, have his dad tell him to go home.
My father told me to go to my room.
I don't know how long he's out. I guess he had, like, lightly evasive neck surgery. You know, they didn't, like, it wasn't full on, but still.
Yeah, there was
a
nerve or something like that was compressed, something like that. And
yeah.
I don't know how long it'll be out either. I wouldn't imagine he makes it to WrestleMania.
No.
But then again, Kurt Angle had neck surgery after WrestleMania. It was back in like 2 months. So that was in 2003. But then he took a chair shot and almost died. Had to get neck surgery again. So.
Yeah, undid all of the fucking good they did there. As we said, Nia Jax defeats his child. Poor Lucian was out. Dude, why is Paige still in ring gear? Why are we even bothering with that?
I don't know. Why are they still coming out to Paige's music?
I love it. It's like you'll never wrestle again, but hey, put on your gear every week.
Yeah, make sure you still fit in that, okay?
And she goes out there. They don't let her do anything. They didn't even let her throw a kick on this attack.
No,
Yeah.
she's on that no bump list that Lita was on. That's for sure.
It was great too. Sonya hits her with these two fucking big like MMA knee strikes to the head. Mickey James no cell roll up. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck?
Oh man,
He no sells two fucking like Muay Thai knees and rolls her up.
That was a thing of beauty, man. That's a thing of fucking beauty.
Raw next week. We have the second chance fatal 4-way.
Yeah, Alexa Bliss came out to help Mickey James.
Oh right, she did, didn't she?
Yeah, and so obviously she's vying for numbers in the chamber since Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose are a team. So she's looking for numbers, and I would imagine I don't know. It can either go one of two ways, where Mickey turns on her and it causes her to get eliminated, or Mickey turns heel, or Alexa Bliss just fucking kicks everybody's ass.
I mean, to be fair, it doesn't make any sense that, like, why would you have to defend your title in the Elimination Chamber? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I know, but that's how they've always done it, though. Yeah, it started as a title match. I think it was Triple H. That's
Well, why?
Rob
I
Van
mean,
Dam
like, it
crushed
should be
his
a number one
larynx.
contender, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
At least they're not doing it for the IC title again.
Like, it takes away any of the, like, oh, you know, when you have to defend in a triple threat, and you can lose without having to be pinned, and there's all, but, like, you have to go against 5 other people.
Yeah, it's like losing in a Royal Rumble, having it up.
Yeah, it's kind of silly. But whatever.
But Jim, the main event, Elias
Oh.
pins John Cena.
Yeah, this is a bunch of shit. Winner's last to enter the Elimination Chamber match.
Yeah, this is
Dude, this
obviously 'cause
Elias thing, I just
sucks.
don't get it, man. Like, the guitar and the shit is, like, mildly over. Like, barely over. But once the match starts, no one gives a fuck
Nobody.
about this guy.
No, I agree.
I don't even
And
like
I
the
think
guitar
that's
shtick.
why.
I fast forward it every week. It's fucking stupid. I don't like it.
I think that's why he won this match, is because they know he's no good in the ring. So it's just like, have him come in last.
Have him coming last. Yeah, that makes sense. But yes, like Cena, I mean, God, he looks like he's about fucking done.
At least Braun Strowman fucked him up, and Elias capitalized on Braun Strowman. At least that's how they did it, and it wasn't a win over Cena. It was a Braun Strowman beat Cena. Elias got credit for it.
Oh, if you're gonna do it, if that's the finish you're trying to get to, they actually did pick the proper one. Yeah.
Yeah, but the match itself was garbage.
Hell yeah. And next week you get the second chance qualifier. I was like, there has to be a way Balor gets in this thing, and that's it here. Balor, Wyatt, Hardy, and Cruz. I was like, I couldn't imagine Balor not being in the Elimination Chamber, so there you go.
Yeah, Balor has to be the one going over there, you'd think.
Yeah. I would imagine, but you never know.
No.
They never fucking know. So, yeah, there you go. Elimination Chamber's a couple of weeks away.
Yeah, what comes first? Is Elimination Chamber before Fastlane?
I was just thinking that to myself, and I'm like, I have no fucking idea.
I don't either. I don't.
Because I don't really care that much.
No, I agree. I'm with you there, man. I'm with you
Give
there.
that much of a fuck. It's funny, I was thinking too, like in 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, where there's like people who go back and like, oh, we're watching old wrestling. We're watching fucking Elimination Chamber 2018. Well, people are like, oh, the Drifter, man. Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah. It's
So I
like,
feel like
it's
he's
like
just
watching
gonna be a
WWE
blip.
in 1993 and seeing Al Montoya. Who the fuck is that?
Pretty fucking much, dude.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So that was Monday Night Raw. It was actually, it was okay.
It was
I guess.
better than SmackDown.
Yeah. I'll give it 5 out of 10.
There you go. I give it. You know what? Just I feel generous in Raw because they changed a lot of things this week. They made a lot of the show. I overall enjoyed it much more than other weeks. I'll give it a 6.5.
6.5 from the Canadian judge.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, averages out to about a 5. Because we're polite.
Fair enough. All right, now let's check in with our boy MC Burberry, bitchin' with Burbs.
So I was watching whatever the fuck he's saying, right? Because I can't pick it up. I was watching World Wrestling Entertainment, right? And it comes to my mind that the name, it's ironic as fuck, yeah? Because World, they only cater to America, well, and India if they've got a Canadian champion. Hey. Wrestling, they fucking hate that these days and try to avoid it at all costs. And entertainment, I'm gonna go with it being entertaining about 30 to 35% of the time, and that's being fucking generous. What is it with them calling Nia Jax the irresistible force all of a sudden? Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Is that because she's in a gimp suit or something? Like, isn't it supposed to be like the immovable object or the unstoppable force? Not the irresistible force? Like, what the... Look, Jim, I'm sorry, dude. I know she gives you a sticky keyboard, but for me, she ain't no irresistible force. And if anything, don't that sound a bit rapey?
Take my irresistible force.
Look, besides, it's her mate that's the irresistible fucker. Jesus, Alexa Bliss, man. Fuck. I was considering phoning Enzo up and asking if he fancies going half on a rape charge, I'm telling you. I know they're always guilty of doing it, but this week on SmackDown, on the fucking promo between Gable and Shelton Benjamin, when they're sat there and they're talking and that, and once they're done, the fucking camera just lingers there and stares at them for like 15 fucking seconds at least. I'm sat there looking at them, feeling dead awkward, like, should I be doing something here? Like, were you waiting for me? Is it my goal? Like, what the fuck? I'm masturbating here, like, well, not because of the promo, but, oh, for fuck. Why do the commentators always insist on classing every single RKO out of fucking nowhere? They're not out of nowhere. I can see him coming a mile off. I can see him coming just like I can see Daniel Bryan becoming the new Benoit if he starts wrestling again. Matt Hardy now owns all the Broken Hardy shit, yeah?
Wonderful!
And WWE are allowed to air the footage that was filmed in TNA. So can we all just forget that somehow TNA still fucking exists? It's not that I'm a WWE fanboy, it's just that they make wrestling look so fucking low budget. There's no excuses. Ring of Honor have got less budget and yet they make it look more professional. Zero fucking excuse. Fuck off and die. This mixed match shit, it makes me laugh, man, because the teams are so conveniently put together. Rusev and Lana, Naomi and Jimmy, I get that, right? It's self-explanatory. They're married. Right, fair enough, okay? But Goldust and Titty Rose, they're both wearing gold. Oh, very creative. Braun and Bliss, because they're on the complete opposite sides of the fucking size scale, right? Becky and Sammy, because they're both fucking ginger bastards. Sasha Banks and Finn Balor, because they both look like fucking monsters when they wear makeup. And Natalya and Shinsuke, because of the whole cat thing, I guess, because she's obsessed with him and he probably eats them. Sonya Deville looks like she's from Mortal Kombat. Brock Lesnar genuinely sounds like Woody from Toy Story. And the Riot Squad's music sounds like something from a fucking Tony Hawk's game. Also, I'm looking forward to the female death match this month. Well, they're calling it the Elimination Chamber, but I mean, let's be real. There's at least one woman not coming out of there alive. Fucking hell. Botchamania. And I mean, how have they still got that name? Like, Elimination Chamber. How has no one complained about that fucking name? Elimination Chamber. It's just... Right, anyway. Corey Graves, a.k.a. Ice Gem Biscuit, he's gone and gotten himself some fucking Harlem with Booker T, innit? Booker T offering to slap him up on the street and that over his fucking radio station. Ironically, though, this whole thing between Ice Gem and Booker, it's more interesting than anything that's being currently written by a WWE Booker. And if it turns out to be all a work, the joke ain't on me, it's still on them because it shows that they can write something pretty compelling. So do what you're fucking paid to do and do it more fucking often! Right, guys, I'm off, but again, thanks for having us on the most pot-smokingest podcast. In fact, you should probably call it a podcast, you know. I'm not complaining, like, you know, I smoke myself. You know, you'll never hear me say I'm straight edge. Well, unless Adam Copeland was trying to fucking touch me dick or something. And that's ironic, because it actually is the size of a 2x4.
Jesus.
Boy, MC Burberry. You can follow him on Twitter at Burberry Beats with 3s instead of E's. Check out his music all over the place. Check him out on YouTube. Follow him on Snapchat. He's amazing. Shit. There's a lot of good shit. It's not called Elimination Chamber in Germany.
No, because they had a stink of it. I was going to say that, yeah.
Because they had an Elimination Chamber and it
Yes,
didn't work
and
out.
eliminated millions of people. Allegedly.
they, they actually hold the record for most people eliminated within the Elimination Chamber match.
Hail Hitler.
Oh, wow. Holy shit.
Oh, mean.
Oh, shit. I love that shit.
Oh, I had another thing I was going to bring up, but I can't remember now.
That's what he was saying.
Yeah, there's something about what he said that I thought was really funny, but I can't remember. Too stoned.
There's a lot of rapid fire shit in there, dude.
Oh, man. Bullet
Awesome.
points. Great stuff.
Yeah, good stuff there. Thanks a lot for that, Burbs. Let's move on. Talk about SmackDown. SmackDown Live from Kansas City, Missouri. Man, what did you think of this show?
Man, this show was, in my opinion, dog shit.
Let's get into it. It starts off, Shane, of course, talking. I mean, this is a bullshit thing at the beginning. We don't care.
Yeah, it's the exact opposite of what we like about Raw.
Yeah? He must not have as much control over there. Because I heard that H is taking over a little bit of stuff on Raw, too. He's kind of getting more power over there.
Quite possible. Quite possible. I mean, they're going to start easing him into that stuff anyways, right? At some point in time. Might as well
I'm
do
no
it while
fucking
Vince is
fan
around.
of that dude. Like, I hate him, and I don't think, like, oh, he's a savior of the wrestling. But I'll take his show over Vince's show any day. I mean...
Well, what he's doing is presenting a traditional wrestling show. He's not doing something genius. He's not doing something that's never been done. He's doing the tried and true method, and it's so much better than what they're doing. So that's a step forward.
I said this week on Twitter, I'll take his show over Vince's any day, and you'd be amazed. There was a few people who disagreed.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, he caters to internet fans and smarks, and, once Vince is gone, this company's going to... Like, you're fucked, dude. You'd rather watch that shit?
See, Jim, that's the people that I cut the promo on during our top three. They don't know how to distinguish a story from a wrestling match, so they don't get it. AKA, they don't get wrestling. They just like something WWE does. I don't know what.
Yeah. After this opening bullshit, we had the first of multiple backstage segments with the New Day eating pancakes and making references to Graves and Booker, which were fantastic.
Yes, talking about how tough Graves is. I thought that was great. And then like Big E in his ripped up shirt, looking like the Hulk, like the Incredible Hulk.
What was with Kofi's little finger fucking unicorn thing, man?
Yeah, his little finger puppets. That's a little creepy. It's like, where are you putting those fingers? If that was on Xavier Woods, we'd know where those fingers were going.
Oh, yeah, exactly. This is like a brief Styles Nakamura walk past each other. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty stoked for that. But your first match on the show, Liv Morgan, with the Riot Squad, takes on Charlotte Flair.
I remember what my other rebuttal was going to be. Yeah. As soon as he said the Riot Squad, I really like the soundtrack to Tony Hawk's 1 and 2.
Yeah, I do too, actually, for the most part. But yeah, do you see the like weird dumb pose that the Riot Squad do when they get down to the ring? It's really fucking shitty. Yeah. So like, my idea is that we put our hands on the apron and then we push back and then we hold them up. Yeah. I don't really know.
But what's the weird part is they do that when there's nobody in the ring. Right? Yeah. And they look into the ring like they're looking at somebody, and then it's like, oh wait, there's nobody there.
So funny too, because like the heels are involved throughout in this match, and it's interesting. You have two face, people running the show, and they're so worried all the time about what other heels are doing. Yet this just goes on, no problem.
Yeah,
it's just a dumb story thing that they really fail to.
Yeah,
if you have face people running the show, taking heels to task, then they need to do it for the whole show, not just part of the show.
Yes, that is completely correct. It makes Shane and Brian look like they're bad at their job.
Bludgeon Brothers, who come out to no reaction at all. They stiff the shit out of some kids. Holy fuck,
Probably
man.
17 again.
Yeah. Oh, they stiff the fuck out of him and pin the black one. They did. They did. I feel like that's a choice in WWE, these racist fuckers. They do an obvious pose in front of the Mania sign afterward. The Bludgeon Brothers do. And Usos walk past them, and they kind of look at each other, and they pick up their fucking hammers and go to live and LARP another day.
Yeah. But the Usos cut a great promo afterwards.
Dude, they did, right?
Yeah.
I love it. He's talking about, like, being locked up, like, laying on a concrete floor all night. Trust me, I know. Yeah, we know you fuckers know.
It's not like they done a hard time. Just fucking DUIs. It's like they're trying to be fucking gangbangers. It's like, yeah, you spent the night there. You know, but like, it does work because it's true, like, and the hardcore fans know it, right? So it rings with them.
Next we had Daniel Bryan out with the top 10. Before we get into their top 10,
I don't even know what
I
to
made a
say.
top 10. I made a top 10 too. Number 10, mashed potatoes. Number 9, trombone. Number 8, snorkel. Number 7, aardvark. Number 6, Captain Mike Rotunda.
Hell yeah.
Number 5, slip and slide.
Decent.
Fuck. What is the point of this list, man? Oh, this is fucking awful.
Okay, so they call it. Not only do they call it a popularity contest, okay, but it starts with number 10 as Ty Dillinger. Now, how fucking corny is that?
Oh,
Is he going to be 10 everything? Is everything always going to be 10? Like, will the Royal Rumble for the next 5-6 years be number 10, Ty Dillinger? No, because he probably won't last there for another year. But
Yeah, he won't be employed there next year.
No. Number 9 is Randy Orton. Okay? Now, remember this. Number 8 is Becky Lynch. Number 7 is the Usos, which are the tag team champions. Number 6 is the New Day, a tag team in the tag team division, but yet are higher in the top 10 than the tag team champs. The U.S. champion, Bobby Roode. Naomi is...
She got the biggest reaction to that point.
And she's... How is Naomi higher in the top 10 than the U.S. champion, the tag team champion? Like Becky Lynch... Right? Like Randy Orton. Okay. Nakamura is number 3. And number 1 and number 2 is Flair and Styles, the champions. Why?
Yeah.
So this is to garner championship opportunities, but the champions are in it. Fuck me, man. What is this? What is this list?
You couldn't have fucked this up any more than they did.
No. What does this list mean? Nothing.
I think my list is better.
Jim, and then Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are the ones getting the title shots and not even on the list.
Now, there's no heels on the list. It's all babies.
It's so stupid.
Yeah. No, it's you couldn't have done it any worse.
Yeah.
You couldn't have done it any worse. I don't know. I've long said that I think WWE almost could have a ranking system. Would give some of their shit a little more fucking relevance. You know, if on Raw you've got a guy taking a number 9 is taking on number 7, at least there's something here, right? At least if number 9 beats 7, he takes over the spot.
Yeah, and number 7 goes back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it makes every match feel a little more that there's something going on. If you need to fast track a guy, have him beat somebody up the list. It just, I don't know. Wouldn't do it in regular wrestling, but for them, it might make sense.
I agree.
This list did not.
No, this list does nothing but just create a 5-minute fill.
I think my list is better.
It is. I agree.
Unless you think Captain Mike Rotunda should be number 5 and Slip and Slide should be number 6.
I enjoy Slip and Slide more than Captain Rotunda. I do. Now if you had Captain Crunch,
better work.
If you had Captain Crunch in there, I put Captain Crunch in front of all of them. It's Captain Crunch. That's the shit.
Just tried to pick like the most random shit ever. Number 7, Aardvark. Oh, fuck. Backstage, again with New Day. They're talking shit on Graves again, wiping Wood's tears away with pancakes. Fucking awesome. What do they say, 6? And that's like
6%
more minutes
chance
than...
of winning a street fight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Great. English
Yeah.
sings with what is the only relevant use of words on the screen on either of these shows.
Yes, I can agree with him there.
But why did he heal on the crowd? So he heals on the crowd, and we have we have Bobby Roode defeat Rusev here.
Yep. Yep.
And why was there no? This is a perfect chance to do a double turn.
Yeah, it would be. It would be. But I don't know. They seem there's nothing to the show, nothing of importance, and it seemed like they were hell bent on making it that way.
And then afterward, Randy Orton comes in and RKO's everybody.
Yeah, yeah. That must bring him. What? If Bobby Roode is number 5, let's try to make some sense out of this now. If Bobby Roode is number 5,
No,
Randy
please
Orton RKO's him. That must take Rusev and put him at like number 19, and Bobby Roode goes to number 6. New Day moves up because of pancakes to number 5. The Usos move up to number 6 because of the promo. Bobby Roode ends up at number 8. Becky Lynch stays at goes to number 9. Randy Orton goes to like.
Wait, where are you going to put Slip and Slide?
Slip and Slide goes to number 2. Charlotte Flair gets booted out.
Oh my god! I just felt like here's a perfect chance. Switch the belt, do a double turn. Rusev goes over, and Roode beats him down afterward.
Yeah.
Double turn. The crowd's already treating Rusev like a face.
Yeah, and Bobby Roode really needs a change in direction.
Fuck yeah, he does.
Yeah.
But, whatever. Gable and Benjamin spoofing the Fashion Files. Many words on the screen as well.
Many.
And then they did defeat the Ascension. So.
Yeah, in a 4-minute burner.
And you get your main event, Zayn and Owens.
Yeah. And AJ Styles punks himself. Makes himself
he gets
look like a
pissed at
fool.
Zayn and attacks both of them for the DQ.
Yeah.
And, Brian is out.
Does nothing. He literally is just yelling at him. Doesn't touch him.
Yeah. And so he sets up Owens, Zayn, and Styles triple threat at Fastlane.
Yes.
Which really... It's like supposed to make Brian look like he's being an asshole or he's heel, but it makes sense. That's of course you would. That's exactly what you would do in this situation.
Yeah.
Like you interfered, you fucked it up. Now you have to fucking go against both of them. Fuck you.
I agree. It's what you should do to somebody being stupid. Really, if you could have just sat down or maybe stay in the locker room, maybe.
Yeah.
You would have just had to face one person. FS.
Oh, I was like, this match could be good, and then it was Styles was out on commentary, and I was like, oh, never mind. Someone's gonna throw one of them into him, or this, it's just the same shit. This show sucked. But next week, make sure you tune in next week. Ziggler will be back to take on Corbin. Huh?
And didn't they announce on Twitter that the winner of that match gets added into the 4-way or the 3-way for the title? I'm pretty sure Shane said on Twitter that just to make things interesting, the winner of this match goes on into the 4-way for the world title. So,
oh my god.
Yeah, right.
And you're fucking already backed into a corner of he has to retain, obviously.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, unless you drop it and then you fuck up the whole Styles and Nakamura. Wow, that's awful. Fuck that shit.
They're pulling that Nakamura a bit too hard against AJ Styles. They really are to just not do it now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna happen. I mean, so. What's the point here? Ziggler or Corbin in that match? Oh my god!
Can you imagine Ziggler comes back and still loses?
He's gonna come back. You have the record squeal and everything. Oh my god! Enough of that. Fuck that show. What else happened this week? NXT, I guess. Is there any points of NXT that were
what happened
stood
on
out to you?
NXT? I can't. I watched it, but I can't fucking.
I'll tell you all about it, buddy.
I watched it.
We start off. Nigel's back, although he is still obviously sick.
Yeah, he's a little nasally, wasn't he?
Undisputed Era are out. They get Pearl Harbored by Sanity. Big pull-apart brawl with security. Regal comes out, sets up Sanity and Undisputed Era Tornado tag match later in the show. I love tornado tags, personally.
I do too. They were my favorite in video games, too.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's always what I do in video games.
Yeah.
You're damn right. Fuck all that tag and shit.
Yeah, all my tag team title matches were tornado tags. All of them.
Yeah, agreed. Heavy Machinery defeat SCL Worst Tag Team of the Year, 2017, Moss and Sabatelli.
Maybe they won't be a tag team for the rest of 2018,
God,
Jim.
we could hope.
But then we'd have to do a Riddick Moss Tino Sabatelli match at TakeOver.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah. The heels won with feet on the ropes last time, so
Yeah.
he tries it again. The ref catches him, but faces win here. And Moss doesn't help Sabatelli up.
Did you notice that when Otis Dozovich runs back into the corner, have you noticed how he runs?
Not really. I don't know.
Man, dude, it's the funniest thing in the world. He does
He runs goofy.
Yes. Like, he runs bow-legged. Dude, it's the funniest fucking thing, dude.
He's awesome, dude. I think he's fucking great.
Yeah, I agree. He's the kind of guy that can play a gimmick character. And you love it because he's got the face, he's got the mannerisms, he's got everything to make you want to watch him because he's just entertaining.
He does the caterpillar into elbow drop, which is fucking funny.
Yeah, calls it a caterpillar. It's great.
Yeah, he's really good, man. I like him. I still, it's a nitpick, but I still feel like he should be with the Bull James, not fucking this other asshole.
Yeah,
because that other dude does nothing. He's just nothing in this to me.
He looks awkward with his Andre the Giant onesie, his braid. He's got too much.
It's just Dozovich and some dude. To me, it could have been James. Together, those guys would have had a lot of charisma too. That would have been really good, and they'd have looked better together. But I digress. Hopefully, this is the end of Sabatelli and Moss being a thing, being on my TV. All of it. Fuck those guys.
Fuck him is right.
Best baby face in the company. Johnny Gargano is that.
And by company, you mean all of WWE, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean everything. Yeah.
This was the best babyface promo that's been cut in WWE for a long time.
Yeah, really good. Did you notice that this great promo was completely fucking... It wasn't ruined, but this whole row of assholes in the background who are like trying to get out of their seats. You cunts.
Yeah.
You fucking cunts.
And then there was a couple guys that were shouting shit. And it was just like, man, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, really fucking dumb. You don't just shout shit in the middle like random. I mean, the room is so small that, like, I don't know. I would have just edited that part out.
I would have. I would have.
Yeah, I mean,
went and got those guys and like, get the fuck out. We're taping TV and we're ruining it.
Exactly.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. If you went to, let's say, ABC Studios, right, and you're their studio audience, right? Okay. If I start heckling the show, guess what? I'm going to get kicked out.
Well, I mean, that's not an apples to apples comparison, but I know what you mean.
No, but they are filming for TV. You know what I mean? If you're trying to hijack the show, it's like, well, hey, go for it. Do what you got. If somebody can make me not bring my cell phone into a concert, then they can probably
those people who made the whole row get up from their seats and shit. What the fuck? You guys suck. But yeah, Almas and Vega are out. The Candice chance begins. She comes out and shoves Vega, and here's where they set up that Gargano. He'll leave NXT if he loses the match.
Yes.
I usually don't end up getting spoiled on NXT, but for some reason, like this time, all the spoilers fucking hit me.
Well, there was me too. But there was a lot of big things that happened. So they led to a lot of. We don't need to talk about it now and ruin them all. We'll talk about them as they happen, I suppose. But yeah,
there's some debuts and shit like that are coming up that I'm fucking stoked about.
Oh, exactly. And it's nice to know that we will get to see them before Takeover. So.
Yeah. Oh God, Shayna Baszler interview with fake media. She has no personality at all. This chick.
She doesn't, and they're. Can you tell that every week they add more makeup to her as well?
Well, yeah, they're trying to make her look like something you'd want to fuck.
Yeah, and then her teeth are all jacked. Every time she opens her mouth, it just looks like two V's.
She's an ugly bitch. Who's not an ugly bitch is Bianca Belair.
Oh, I was just gonna say, buddy, man, I love her.
She beats a chick who looks like a dive bar barmaid.
Jessica Hill.
Or like a chick that you would bang at a biker rally or something.
Yeah, they said that she was trained by Dory Funk Jr. It looks like Dory Funk had his way with her.
Like when? I don't know. That Bianca Belair chick's, she's got some charisma. She's all right.
Yeah. I mean, she does like a burning hammer. I mean, fuck it, right? It's not like an exact burning hammer, but it's a variation of a burning hammer.
Yeah, not bad. Yeah, we had a Kairi Sane video. God damn it, start using her. Bring her back. Where are the matches with her? Where's the takeover matches? Let's go.
Yeah. No, hopefully they get a good jump start with her now. But
are they going to do her and Baszler next? Fuck, they better not do that.
I don't know.
I just want to see, her and Moon,
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get you. It would be a great match. I can't wait till the day we get her and Asuka, really.
I always wondered that about this company. Do you think they'll have Asian versus Asian? I don't know.
Oh, I think so. Yeah? I think so, yeah. Especially in the women's division.
Yeah, that could be a good match, too. And that main event, I really liked this match. This match, I knew that, New Japan was going to have some blowaway matches, but if not for that New Japan, this would have easily been on the top three for me.
Yeah, I agree. This match was very fun. Kyle O'Reilly looks like a bigger piece of shit every time I see him. He does, and I fucking love it.
I felt like they did a really good job of agenting a multi-man match here. There wasn't a lot of that bullshit, guys sleeping outside. There was always shit happening, and there would be 4 people in the ring at once, multiple things happening.
Yeah, and
I'm just so used to WWE.
In the ring, you almost have to.
Yeah, but I'm saying they'll do 4 ways, and it's very boring.
Yeah,
it's 2 guys laying out there while 2 guys go. It's. I thought they were really good there.
4 guys laying out there as 2 of them go.
That happened on Raw.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure it's happened many times, but it's just the absurdity, and it's fucking crazy.
I thought again here,
get that.
You have Dane looking like a fucking star. This guy, I mean, look back to, goddamn, what was that called now? Oh, War Games?
Yeah.
Who came out looking fucking awesome. He came out looking badass in that match against Sullivan, who's now injured.
He came back. He came back at a house show this week.
Okay.
Did you know that he was originally supposed to be Andrade Cien Almas's opponent at TakeOver until he got hurt?
I know they were fast tracking him.
Can you imagine, though? The biggest TakeOver of the year, you got a shitter as the main event.
To me, that guy is just not...
He's not ready.
I mean, he's a mid-card guy, Yeah. Have him go out there and have some matches. I'm fine with that, but...
Yeah. But
main event
at least
for
we're
the
getting
championship.
Black now, so...
Yeah. Exactly. But, Dane is another guy. I think he could be fucking over, man. He's really good. He had a little Twitter thing this week I saw where somebody was, tweeting, oh, you need to fucking shave your body. You look fucking gross. And... he responded, he was like, how dare I look different than other people? I think his body hair is what makes him, adds to the fact that he looks fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, no, I agree.
He's just hairy as fuck. He looks like a fucking gorilla or something.
He looks like something from Where the Wild Things Are. Just a monstrous version of it. It's just, I'm going to eat your family, kid.
I get you. I like that. That's good.
But next week we got a good show though. You got a match with Aleister Black, Ember Moon, Shayna Baszler is probably not going to be that good, but Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong, it's going to be a good match.
Yeah. Oh, that's for the belt, yeah.
Yeah, for the UK title.
I didn't hear any spoilers about that, so I can imagine where that goes. But
I'm assuming since he's in the Cruiserweight tournament, he's not going to have the title.
Should still be a badass match.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
I wish they'd used Dunn more in fucking anywhere.
Yeah, even in the 205 Live tournament.
Yeah, I think Dunn would be a great character to just have like show up randomly. Show up on Raw, show up on SmackDown, just kind of bounce around, show up on 205 Live. I don't know. He could go anywhere.
Yeah, no, it can. and it'll be good.
Yeah.
Because he's a great character.
That was NXT. Dude, you want to hear about Impact?
Do I ever? Go for it.
Oh, yeah. Impact. I was waiting for the music to fade out. I don't know if
that
it
music's
merited that
absurdly
this week.
long.
Oh, okay. I don't know if it merited that this week, but I'll tell you about it. Impact. First off, nothing on the show had any heat whatsoever.
I'm sure
really.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
You got people coming and going as they please, filing out, filing in. Just people trying to get out, look warm. Just there's air conditioning in here, guys.
Yeah, they open with a video package showing their champion dropping the GFW belt with an Impact sticker on it in no time to a dude in street clothes who was recently fired from another company. So there you go. For Drake, how about feeling like just being dumped like a fucking old girlfriend, huh?
Right?
You're the champion, you got the belt. Oh, yeah, you're just going to lose it in 30 seconds in a nothing thing to this guy because he's back now. So
as buddy Chris Adonis leaves the company.
Did Drake leave too or no?
No. But Chris Adonis, though, he left Impact, which was his. He was there with him that night.
We open with a tag match, X Division style tag match. El Eo del Fantasma. And I don't know, who's this? Like, do you know who this Rohit Raju guy is? Rohit Raju?
Not a clue. Not a. Formerly Hakeem Zayn. He's I'm reading it on F4W. He's a member of Gama Singh's new faction named DC Hit Squad. So I guess now that he's joined that, he changed his name to Rohi Raju instead of Hakeem Zayn.
Okay, well, he's on a tag team with Phantasma. They take on X Division champ Ishimori and Matt Sydal, who is the grand champion. They had to replace Jeremy Borash on commentary. They replaced him with Sanjay Dutt this week.
Well, apparently that's what's going to be going on for the near future because Sanjay Dutt is writing the show. So who better than to commentate the show than the guy that knows exactly where it's going?
Yeah, he's the color commentator.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, this match was all right. You know, the champs, of course, win. It's like, I wonder if the two champions will win. But, dude, to use Phantasma as one of the greatest fucking luchadors in the business today, I think. I'm a huge fan of that guy's work. Just to use him in random tag matches on the show seems like quite the oversight, in my opinion.
I agree. I'm a huge fan of
He's fucking great.
Phantasma. More so the what's his fucking name in Lucha Underground?
King Cuerno.
King Cuerno, yes. That's where I'm more familiar with him.
Yeah, it's so cool that he was able to change, like, to work something completely different. Like, he got into that. He did a better job with that character than most people did.
Yeah.
Although Mil Mortis does a fucking good... That guy does a good job with that character, too.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think... And, Cuerno's going to be back more in this next season. I don't know why was he not in that last season. They had some beef, I know.
Yeah, there was something going on with him in AAA. But, no...
Because he wanted to be in that Cruiserweight Classic.
Yes.
Or he had an opportunity to, I guess.
Yes, and they wouldn't let him do it.
Big fucking deal. Like, dude, I mean, I get you what he was going after, but also, like, look where all those other guys are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at where fucking Lindsay Dorado is, like... Oh, we're losing to Kalisto wearing capris and shit. What the fuck out of here?
Doesn't he look weird? That mask.
Why is he wearing those things?
I don't even like his mask.
Yeah,
And isn't he from New Jersey? And they say he's from Puerto Rico.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't. He probably is. Fucking knows. Aries is fielding questions from reporters after his win last week. Just let that sink in, right? Let it sink in that there's like flashes of cameras and shit, and they got microphones up asking him, "Who the fuck?"
There's no reporters
No one cares.
in the Impact Zone. Nobody's reporting shit except for some people in the crowd.
Yeah. Drake shows up, and they yell at each other while cheap cameras zoom in and out wildly. It's like, so that's next week, Drake versus Aries. Yeah. In the flashback, they do these like flashbacks where they play the whole fucking match, dude.
Stupid.
They show, well, they don't have anything else to put on the show. They stretch their shit out that way. It's kind of smart.
Just like Paige.
Right? Oh. Nailed it. They show Aries defeating Rude to become the world championship. The world champion.
Yeah,
it's so funny too because
championship.
Yeah, he became the championship, and they wore him around his waist. No, this is funny because it was old, so it was back when they had a crowd and everything like that. But at the end, all this confetti is falling, and there's a huge crowd, and there's good commentary because Mike Tenay is doing the commentary and all this shit. And then we go back to the show. It makes the whole thing look even worse, right?
Yeah.
You go from him beating a top contender with all those things, with confetti and a crowd, a good commentary, all that, to him winning the belt in fucking dress slacks in 30 seconds. Just doesn't seem fucking logical.
No, it doesn't. And I'm sure the only reason why they played that was because it's Bobby Roode. It's like, we can put Bobby Roode on our TV. People know who Bobby Roode is. He's glorious.
And remind you
make a glorious fucking joke.
And remind you that Aries was a champ before or something.
Yeah.
Cult of Lee, Caleb Conley and Trevor Lee. They take on who the fuck did they take on? I think they just took on some jobbers.
They're called Tech. That's what I'm reading here. All capital letters. TECH. Tech.
I have no idea who these guys were. But during this match, the commentary stops at one point for nearly 30 seconds, like 27 seconds. I timed it. Of silence, dude. It was so fucking bizarre.
Sanjay,
and it happened later, too.
Just like, fuck, they're fucking up. They're fucking up.
Both of them. They both just sat there and just nothing. Holy shit. Bang up commentary job, boys.
Awesome, guys. Awesome.
But yeah, they've been, I guess, Cult of Lee have been mocking LAX. They came out with like bandanas and shit on, and you get an LAX pre-filmed thing on the screen. It was awesome because Conan's awesome.
Yeah, I can see that.
Do you know who Kira Hogan is?
No. I've heard that she's on Impact, but I'm not privy to who she is.
She is hot, and she is black, and she loses to Laurel Van Ness. She is really hot.
No, never mind. That's not the Huntress girl, eh?
Oh, dude, we'll talk about her.
Okay.
Backstage, EC3 bullshit. This is the size of that man's head.
EC3?
He's like, he's with this chick who's interviewing him, and his head is like twice as big as hers, man.
Imagine when he had that big fro.
Oh, just a big fucking steroid head.
How he passes the physicals are beyond me.
I have no idea, dude. We got a pre-tape thing with Jimmy Jacobs. And who's that big ass Afro fat black dude with face paint?
Congo Kong.
Congo Kong. Yeah. Maybe WWE fired this guy because he was shit, actually. Because he has to be behind whatever this is, right?
Probably.
And it's dumb. And the character he's doing, I don't like it, and I don't get it, and it sucks, dude. I think it sucks.
I'm not. All I know is he says he's the princess, and he wears makeup. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Everything I've ever seen, that's all he's doing. And it's like, okay.
It's kind of like a OVE have a kind of a cool thing where they attack Lashley out in a parking lot, but they're filming it themselves, and it kind of looks, it looks like found footage and shit. It was actually pretty cool. I could see them doing cool shit with this.
Huh. That'd be pretty
where
cool,
it's just like they're filming it themselves and they like fuck them up. It's pretty good actually.
It's basically them trying to redo the broken gimmick. Get some.
I don't know about that, but I feel like if they do it right, it could be something that maybe catches on, like that. But this girl Hanaya, the Huntress, is that her name?
On the Indies, yeah.
Oh my god, dude! Oh my god, she comes out
I'll say
with a dead animal hanging off of her.
What?
Like, oh yeah, like a big fucking like lion. Basically, like she has a skinned tiger or something hanging off of her, like off of her head down her back.
Oh, like King Cuerno, just not so fucking fake looking.
Well, it was fake looking.
Was it fake looking?
But it was like the whole body, like the head was on her head, and then the rest of the body hung like a cape behind her.
Okay.
But she looks like something out of a fucking old like a sci-fi fantasy. Like she'd like fly in on a Pegasus with her tits out. And you'd fuck her while dragons watch jacking off or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Oh my god,
she's unbelievable.
She seems like something out of like the heavy metal, the cartoon.
Right? Yeah. No, I
heavy metal
in all the good places.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. She defeats Amber Nova.
Whoever that is.
Yeah, I don't know. She wins, and then she gets attacked by Rosemary. Say what you will about Impact Wrestling, but this is 2 women's programs on the same show. That's something.
2-hour show as well.
Yeah, right. WWE can't seem to do that on a 3-hour show.
No,
So.
well, I mean, not well, anyways.
Yeah. And then, you had a 4-way number 1 contender match. It was long, too. I grew weary, and I skipped ahead. Well, Impact pinned EC3.
I would. I'd skip ahead, too, with a match with these 4 guys.
Yeah. The only guy I, relatively care about is Moose.
You don't even like Johnny Impact?
Oh, well, yeah, but he's not doing anything. I'm surprised he became the number 1 contender because he's going to be gone filming in Lucha. I don't know.
Well, they're a partnership up with AAA, right? So that means
Yeah.
Lucha Underground. So they can keep on using him while he's in Lucha.
I would just have him as the champion. Enough with this bullshit.
Yeah, I would
It's
too.
not Impact, man.
Yeah, his name is the company.
And dude, fucking Del Rio. Oh my god.
I'm tired of Del Rio. Del Rio doesn't even look like he works out anymore.
No, he just wears a shirt the whole time too.
Does he?
Oh yeah, he wears a shirt the whole time.
Man, get that fucking Sting wannabe off the TV. Fuck him.
Of course, he pinned EC3. Who's on his way out. So
Yeah. Oh.
that was Impact. It was, it's whatever. I got still for me being kind of newer back to watching it. It's more interesting to me than some of these other shows because at least I don't know who some of the people are.
You're not coming in so tainted.
And I'm not bored of seeing Ishii, Mori. I'm not bored of seeing Phantasma. So
Plus, next week you get Brian Cage.
yeah, Brian Cage next week, and I like OVE. So I mean, overall, it's whatever. They're not doing anything revolutionary. They're not doing anything that's gonna bring anybody back in. I don't think.
No. I mean it's not as bad. When I proclaimed I'd never watch it again, it's not as bad as it was then. Because I did watch half of last week's episode. But if I do find myself with time, at least now I don't feel like I'd just be wasting it away.
I thought I heard that Huntress chick wore a mask in Chikara. That's what I heard.
Fair enough.
You put a mask on that chick?
I know, right?
Fucking crazy bastards.
She probably had to be covered from head to toe to work for Quackenbush, for Christ's sakes.
In my opinion, she's one of the better, one of the best looking women in pro wrestling right now. That chick was hot.
It's pretty good, yeah. I've seen pictures. I've never seen her work, but yeah. From what I've seen, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah. riding a fucking Pegasus topless and shit. Awesome.
While dragons beat off in the background.
Yeah.
Don't you worry,
exactly.
I'm not going to forget that.
I think that's pretty much about it for this week. I didn't watch Ring of Honor. They had a free thing to test their streaming. I didn't watch that either. It seemed to be mostly house matches.
Yeah, I mean,
house show matches. So.
It's hard to get me to watch a wrestling show on a Friday night.
Yeah, I was
Usually
like,
I'm doing something.
I wasn't doing shit except for watching like fucking Grand Tour and playing Xbox. And
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
What are you gonna do? What is going on the Federation? You got the last show of your current arc up now.
Yeah, we got WrestleMania 20. That's up everywhere you can listen to a podcast. It's there. There's nothing really going to be going on for next couple weeks. Gearing up for the start of our newest arc, the Sting Flair Battle of the Woos.
Yeah.
But once we start going at that, we'll be full-fledged into there and into 1989, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. And if you want to hear what we're, I don't know, there's really nothing going on right now.
Yeah, check it out everywhere podcasts are found, or mofudge.com. You can also listen to SCL over there.
You can. Well, you can listen to
That's
the
your
last
fancy.
15 episodes, and you can leave us a voicemail there too.
Yes. Leave us voicemails, funny shit, whatever. We'll play it on the air. What else we got? Check out our Facebook page. We've got the Hall of Fame over there. I added a couple more inductees into the Hall of Fame recently. So
Who shall they
check
be?
that shit out.
Who are they? Give me one.
Oh, man. Who did I add recently? I added another woman, our fifth woman out of 144 members. Luna Vachon.
Okay, yeah.
The Midnight Express.
Oh yeah, the
And that's the rock and roll. Or is that the,
fair enough.
no, now you're confusing me.
I don't know the difference between the two. Fuck it, man.
Yeah. And possibly controversial Art Bar. Art Bear.
Bear. Art Bear.
Yeah, Art Bar. So yeah, check that shit out. It's under the album section. Throw us a like on your way out. I do our shout outs here for the retweet action. Before we bounce out of here. You can get yourself a shout out by retweeting our pinned episode on Twitter.
Hey, yeah, this is it, right? Yeah. I'm supposed to play this music on this one, right?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, wait, was that supposed to be Patreon? I'm stoned.
You and me both, my friend. But yeah, retweet them shits. Get yourself a shout out. Sorority of Catch, Pro Wrestling Blab, Johnny Utah, Keita Hubbard, B Blades, Evil Evan, Beachwing 22, The Strap Podcast, Bobby Anthem, Dante Rodriguez, JC Sterling, Sensible Sam, Chris Savage, Caleb Morganfield, Scotty from Sat Pod, Russell Thompson, Burbs, Dom Homie, Keith Martin, Jared, Jeremy Foltz, Well Kept and Unclean Podcast, He's So Divine, Mr. Lance Levine from Shooting the Shiznit, EMZT Radio Podcast, Gramers, Ed Sallow, Jay Orduna, AC Patty, and of course Wrestling Shorts. Shout out to you. And we did hit 30. Remember last week we were like 27. We're like, next week let's get to 30. We hit 30 exactly.
We did. So next week we need to do 35.
That's the spirit. Yeah, and if you don't have a Twitter, man, get yourself a Twitter. Twitter's the shit.
Yeah.
And
Follow
if
us on
you hit us
Twitter.
up on there, anybody else can tell you. You hit us up on Twitter. I don't run the kind of show where we just ignore motherfuckers. You hit us up, I'll hit you back, man.
The only way I won't hit you back is if I haven't watched it. It's like, well,
Yeah.
sure, man. I'll like it. Sure.
But I'll talk to you about the complexities of Rick Steiner's suplexing on the anytime. So, yeah. And also, if you're looking for more wrestling podcasts in your life, aside from Suplex City Limits and Pay-Per-View Take Two and The Federation. You can check out Sat Pod, The Strap, Shooting the Shiznit, Wrestling Soup. All of those are good brothers. On YouTube, Wrestling Shorts, Rock Reviews. What else we got? Oh, Slat Rock Wrestling. All kinds of stuff. And then check out the fucking world-famous Flea Market. It is one of my favorite YouTube channels.
Go to the Great Power Udi match.
Good Power Hootie. But I think that's it, man. What we got next week, we'll be back. Talk more shit.
Yeah, there's really nothing pressing going on. I think it's just going to be Raw, SmackDown, the huge.
The huge.
No New Japan. But we got some good matches on NXT. Probably some good matches on 205 Live.
Yeah, 205 Live. What was coming up this week? I forgot if they advertised, but...
No, they didn't advertise anything. This just a continuation of the not made up brackets yet.
They also added a bunch of old Coliseum video shit to the network, so check some of that out. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, I have. I want to check that out. Because I used to live off that shit, man, when I was a kid.
Yeah, right? You just, rent it from the video store and never take it back?
Oh, man, we didn't, where I lived, there was only 500 people there, so we didn't really get a lot of movies. There wasn't a lot of video. There was one store where you can go and you can get some movies, but they only had 30 movies there. And so,
half of them were Betamax.
Right? So my family lived hour and a half away, and we go there 4 times a year for a weekend a week, and I would load up. I would go straight as soon as we went into Video Galore. That was the name of the video store. I would go right straight for the fucking just the wrestling aisle. There used to be a great big wall of just wrestling movies. And that's where I think I fell in love with the old box art that they used to have, for the Survivor Series, where we're all sitting around a table, or the Rumble, where they all got chains and shit.
Yeah.
Great artwork that he used to do for that show.
Fucking A. So there's a lot of classic ones on there. So I'm stoked to go watch some of the weird fucking Coliseum videos I watched as a kid.
Yeah.
Should be pretty rich. But I think that's going to do it. You got anything else to say before we roll out?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I got anything else to say. Thank you for being fine listeners, and thank you for tolerating me and my plurals, which I don't think I did much today.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I love you guys.
It's a really good show. I had a good fucking time, man.
Yeah, I did too.
All right. Well, we thank you very much for listening. Until next time, may you get all the dick and or pussy you desire. Remember, a winner is you, and be excellent to each other. See you next week.